Hump day, yeah.
Hi, how you doing? Where you from? What do you do for a living?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm licking it.
Aww.
That's a high roller, dog.
Where am I?
Put the chase on the screen, Creed, and say, crank it up.
Oh, I got scared. I didn't know where I was for a second.
Sorry about that. Welcome, everybody. We got a chase. It is Wild Wormin Wednesday for any of you that were wondering. And that is myself and Mikey down there. And we're getting ready to watch a chase and a few other things. Because, again, Wild Wormin Wednesday isn't all about just chases. There's
It's about women breaking the law, some
craziness. Poll question today. It needs some clarification, says Jules.
Of course, a physical fight. Everybody's been in a verbal fight. I mean, even the biggest wuss among us has been in a verbal fight. Yeah, Creed, today's poll question. Have you ever been in a fight, Creed? Like a fight, you son of a bitch, let's fight.
Mm-hmm.
I know you, if I'm not mistaken, you will definitely say you've never been in a fight.
Because I have not been in an actual
Fisticuffs.
Lots of verbal fights though, but that's for damn sure.
Right.
Yeah, believe it or not, I still don't know my first kiss. I thought about it last night. I don't remember.
You can call your mom and ask her.
No,
God,
but
where are we?
She's always really good about reminding me my age though, because I get that wrong a lot.
I think we're on an old back road heading to a landfill. This is
ready to go work at Universal Studios Florida. Look at you, Bonita. I didn't know that.
Lucky. What are you going to do there? I need to know.
I miss all the updates, like when I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos of Tim the Tracker before it became a whole family channel about his son. But it was fun seeing the updates of the,
especially Halloween Horror Nights is about to pop off.
Yeah, it's always fun hearing all the. But now I'm so out of there. It's not even funny. I can't stand those videos anymore. Yeah, subscribe. It's free. Then buy a membership. Because by the way, that reminds me, I just gave Mikey a little preview of a very good raw video that I found. I'm only going to say this. It's an attraction that opened and closed on the same day, and there's 16 minutes of raw video.
I'm not going to say there were people injured, but I think the ambulance had to come.
I'd be shocked if it did. But anyways, we'll do that. And that members only is at beautiful sunset, by the way. 6 o'clock Friday here on the main channel.
It's trying to lose us in a smoke screen. I don't know if it's intentional or not.
I think that the end of this chase, they just stop. They give up. Everybody just has a nice picnic and a glass of wine and watches the sunset go down.
Just, forget about our troubles for a second.
That's right. Then they make out. It's pretty crazy. Colin Collins with sports.
Happy hump day, baby.
By the way, any idea where we're at in case there's any?
We're in Arkansas.
Okay.
Whoa, we almost hit another.
If anybody asks in the chat, please help them out so we don't have any problems like yesterday, because we don't want to be running off any idiots. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're here to help.
That's right.
Be nice.
People like updates like that. What do I know? God bless Australia.
It's tearing this car apart. Look at this rock wagon they're driving. No wonder they don't give a crap about taking it on that road.
All right, that's when you know shit's real, when you see it change on the old Facebook, right?
Oh, I see people doing that all the time, fighting. Oh, locking him up, Creed. What a quick turn.
That was pretty good, but not quick enough for that copper. He was ready to go for that. Question, Mikey, let's just pretend that you and your wife aren't together, single and out there. You met the most beautiful, perfect woman for you, but the one thing that she is harping on is a Facebook together. Do you leave her?
Look, man, I'll swallow my pride for hotness. I mean, let's get real now. Who gives a shit about Facebook?
But I mean,
she's
embarrassing though.
She's taking care of business. Embarrass me all you want, baby. I'm gonna be loving life and living it good.
Well, Julie, is there anybody in the chat that will admit that first of all they have one of those Facebooks, and second of all, or they've asked for that to happen? To their significant other. By the way, beautiful back roads through here. I like this. It's like a Sunday drive.
Yeah, and very hilly. I didn't know Arkansas was so hilly. I mean, I might have said something stupid just then, but maybe.
See everybody jumping in. Hey, I'd never make y'all's live show due to work, but I'm off to hell yeah, Cassandra. Welcome.
Enjoy, put your feet up, yell at the TV, do what you need to. Retired Coast guy.
I don't know how I avoided so many. Funny story about the fair. Members only when we walked around the fair there, you know? I had said something to one of the carnies. I believe it was their daughter that was very close to our age, and I had made a remark about it. She had a mustache. And I had to leave the grounds because they had like gotten a bunch of people together. They were looking for me. I mean, I was probably 12, 13, 14. I don't know.
A lynch mob had started looking for Creed.
Yeah, no, I remember one of my friends tipped me off. They're like, I think that she heard you make that remark or whatever. And I think that they're trying to find you because there's like a group of them over there. And
Look, I rode the school bus to school. That was like Fight Club. You had to fight on the bus. Either fight or
like it was Fight Club on the short bus. I like that. Hey, Eddie.
It's Fight Club, baby. We're driving on the wrong side of the road, by the way. Whoa!
That was close.
Oh, back road Holocaust.
That's too funny. G. Stephen on the hill. Oh, me too. And I told you about that dude at the bowling alley that picked me up on my ear, attempted to pick me up on my ears. I swear to God.
Yes.
Oh no, they're dead. They're driving into the lights. It's done.
It's the end of the road.
New record for me. Thumbs up and hearts. Left polls voted on.
Well, look at you doing it all today. I like that.
Love that. Well, that doesn't happen every day. That's a lot of work. Appreciate it. Make a left onto the golf course. That's fun. Excuse me?
What?
Who hit a patrol unit head on?
Was that the one that was pulled over on the side of the road that we almost hit head on too? So I mean, we can't brag too much. Oh, I can't. Oh.
Don't ruin it, Colin. I don't want everybody to go see it. It's so good. Hey, can you say hi to my friend Tyler, please? Because me Gucci too. Does that count?
Hey, it's Gucci. Good to see you, buddy.
Gucci, you don't talk like that, right?
No.
Nice neighborhood.
It's a beautiful place.
And hi, Tyler. How you doing, Tyler? Look at Nancy's been in the pit. I like that. Have you ever seen Mr. Cock, the official cock of the Credence and Bishop show, go into the mosh pit? It's kind of funny.
And then you get to watch Mikey try to save his life because he couldn't get out, and I had to grab him by the collar and yank him out.
It's true. I don't know why this just made me remember this, Jeff, but did you hear about it's like a 3-year-old that woke up basically being buried alive and then died a few days later?
Oh, God.
You want to talk about somebody really hating you? Messing with you
terrible.
Like that.
That is terrible.
Not Gary.
Gary, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Been a while.
Jerry! Joanne, I missed you, but Constable PJ didn't. So I say welcome as well.
Joanna.
Amy R.
Amen. The Branson horse.
That is very true. They do. That's unfortunately, they never know the damn lottery numbers. Ever.
God bless Oscar. What's that falling off the car? Isn't the car leaning too, by the way? Is there a really fat person in the back seat?
Yeah, I think that's pretty typical of that car.
Did they pick up Clay right before they went on the chase?
T, while she's on the train, found a little more jingle. Thank you. And but Cheryl, Jesus Christ, hello.
Cheryl making it rain. T on the train.
I have always asked for help before. I am a member on the Credence and Bishop show, but for some reason my live chat is blocked in that feed. It is really disappointing. Trying to see if you can help me.
Cheryl, you know,
Cheryl, I'm betting you're over on We Got a Chase channel right
look
now.
right here. See Cheryl's name? I looked it up before to try and help her, and
It's not on it.
she's not on the block list. And I have no idea.
Cheryl, if you were blocked, you couldn't send money and have us see it either.
Yeah, unless you're over on We Got a Chase. I don't know.
Just double check what channel you're on, Cheryl. That's the thing. Double check what channel you're on, and
But I am sorry to hear that.
we only have memberships on the main channel. Just so you know.
So sorry. 300 of you here. Good to see you. Make sure you like the video. Yuckity schmackity.
Cassandra, people like myself that love reading other people's problems and fights, you should rethink that process because it's a lot of fun watching that play out.
I don't know if this car is going to survive the chase.
No. Sarge? Joe? The band?
Or the 20 bones, either way. Banned in the USA.
Michelle, thank you.
That's an actual piece of the car. And I thought at first it was maybe a tire, but no, it's a piece of the car. Get over.
And another thing, Cheryl, yeah, if you can't, if I have a sneaking suspicion that you're over on the We Gotta Chase channel. If you're not, you can't figure it out, email us. But there's really not a lot else that we can look into, though.
Yeah, other than looking for your name. Yeah.
The list as far as like who's blocked and stuff is it's long, but it's still pretty easy.
Especially a name like that pops out.
Hello,
really.
Nate.
Nate the Great, everybody.
Handsome, welcome. He made it into the that whips and chains chat.
He was in a weird room for a little while. They are hugging the other lane. I'm wondering if they're having problems steer.
Up over a hill. My man. That's where it gets a little. That's
Jeff Dunham. Yeah, we love Jeff Dunham. That's what you missed.
It's true. Yeah, no, but listen, when I don't know, 13, 14, 15, 16, however young I was. Hey, Thomas.
They can barely keep it betwixt the ditch banks, Creed.
Keith. Listen, when you're going uphill blind corner like that, roads like this, you got to be real.
Oh, we don't even have a back tire.
Oh, that's why it's leaning.
That's why he's having such a hard time steering too. It's strictly rim.
Hello, Christy. Oh, getting a little wiggly there.
Christy sent me a message. She said, Mike, when there's no tire like that, it's called a rim job. I said, I'll remember. The old Christy rim job.
6.
Six.
Afternoon.
A lot of fights. He's won none, but he's been in tons of them.
We did, it was quite glorious too. The whole cock, but standing almost 6 foot tall. Even dropped a girl once.
Yes, he did. Dropped a girl right on her head.
And we have it on video.
You think Bishop has that video, the raw video we shot that day? The whole day's worth of video?
Oh, even seeing like the setup to the balls and then the whole.
Oh my goodness.
No, that was
The interviews.
All the good stuff.
Oh my God. The uncut video would be amazing to like share with everybody.
The day the Bishop quits all his jobs and becomes a curator for a museum is a scary day. Chris, how's it going? I tell you why I didn't. and why I'm not going to is simply because I want to save my energy for this weekend with Darlington coming up. The North Wilkesboro thing, they were still running at like 1 o'clock in the morning last night. And then it's like an hour and 40. Wow. We just going to push them off. No, we're going to try to pit and hit it, swing and a miss. But no, it would have been awesome to go see the Sundrop car and see Junior race, but that's a long ass day. So I chose not
to. Oh, it's pushing him into the pole.
All right.
One guy out, another guy out.
Oh, he was doing the cornholio thing for some reason while driving. That was weird.
He threw his hat off.
Gaming with Ty Sop.
Gaming with Ty. Is it? Oh, remember we used to have a guy named Ty that came through that did like sports. Remember? Ty Pennington, I think was his name. Creed, I hate to be a stickler. Where's the woman?
Yeah, this wild woman runs to.
Yes, is that a woman? Oh, yep. There she is.
Hey, Nina.
Neener.
Oh, she is. So there you go. Thank you, Lisa. There's also a bitch that just walked by. There was a female dog, by the way.
The dog double. That dog was in the car that whole time.
Emily gets mad when I call Coda a bitch. I said it's a proper name. That's for a dog.
That dog's mean. You're barking.
So Cheryl, there you go. You got to come over to the main channel.
Well, I don't want to be spoiler alert, but she just sent another super chat. More will be discussed.
Not there yet. How do you not know the drive? How many vehicles have you been in that you don't know the person who's driving?
You didn't know the driver. You didn't know where they're from. You didn't know anything. I did suplex a guy, a vertical suplex right in front of the school one time. I thought I broke this kid's neck.
Agadilazile.
Seconds, Pickens County bus drivers now being accused of drinking and driving.
Oh.
Tyler Finger tells us tonight.
Well,
Today's arrest comes
back to school time.
2 hours after another officer's arrest, another bus driver for the same thing.
Here.
Not one, but two Pickens County school bus drivers had cuffs slapped on them in the last few days. Both are accused of drinking and driving. Parents I've spoken with are furious.
Beyond mad.
Katie Lewis's first grade son, Tucker, was on a school bus ride heading home when it crashed into a
Put her in
ditch
the
on
ditch.
Faulkner Road. The driver, 59-year-old Jeffrey Tucker, would later be arrested for driving drunk. But before he could be cuffed, Georgia State Patrol says the school system gave him another bus to finish the route.
We want to know why this was allowed to happen to our kids.
Pickens County schools say no students were hurt, but parents say that's not true. One mom says her son has a minor concussion. Another sent us this picture that shows her son with a bruise on his face. If Friday's crash wasn't enough,
Tucker, that drunk mother.
Another bus driver was busted for driving under the
Oh, she's pretty.
I mean, who among us hasn't got tanked up, drove a school bus? I mean,
See, you guys noticed that too. It was cornholio.
she's cute.
Yeah, that's very weird.
I am the great cornholio.
I wanted to pause it very quickly. So Cheryl, I think, figured it out. I went to the main channel. No one saw me in there and tried to buy a super sucker.
She didn't figure out anything great.
Yeah.
I'm going to work on that for you, Cheryl. I promise.
Well, we tried.
Investigators say 43-year-old Tammy DeSerbo was caught driving drunk just about an hour after finishing her morning route. Lewis and other parents want answers. The concern, their kids' safety.
If they're going to be drunk drivers all the time, we're going to have
Mary,
to come up with something to get our kids to school so that they're safe.
Is that her bra?
Is our kids' safety.
He's got like O-rings on it.
Are facing a DUI charge, but Tucker is facing a long list of other charges. Besides questioning who's being hired, Lewis would like to see some changes.
I wish that maybe we could start
With
putting
like
into
spreading out that
bubbles
mulch behind her.
so that this doesn't happen in the future.
Pickens County Schools won't comment and won't say if the two drivers are still employed.
Oh, that kid that was live streaming last night was so annoying, but I watched a little bit of it. It was story. He had like 1,400 people on there, didn't know what to do. It was funny.
Good for him.
And yeah, the reason why he had so many is because it's like it's the cost of a ticket to watch the races. Which is good because the money Junior was talking about it. The money that you pay to watch the races does go to the whole Save the Speedway thing in North Wilkesboro. So.
DeServo and Tucker bonded out Monday night. In Jasper, Tyler Fingert, Fox 5 News.
Lady Fang.
Call me Mikey the Finger.
2 bus drivers already at the beginning of school. Love it.
Who Portland police say stole a mail truck was in court today.
She's accused of also hitting a TriMet bus. Running for several blocks before Portland police stopped her. Our Lisa Balick was in court today. She joined us live from downtown. I imagine that suspect was fully
nice hair.
Lisa.
Yes, definitely. Now,
He's a hottie.
24-year-old Monique Cortez Muniz pled not guilty. But when we checked, we found out that she's been in the news before for a driving mishap.
We were in our house preparing for lunch, and all of a sudden, the house shook.
They're brother and sister,
Big
by the way.
bang.
The Herberts
Same haircut.
Northeast Fremont by 155th, and this is what they saw just down the street.
That's their
The
sex.
mail carrier's truck crumpled in a crash, but it wasn't their
Throwback.
mailman who had been behind the wheel. Police say it was this woman, 24-year-old Monique Cortez Munoz, who had crashed into a light post that sheared off, mail scattered. And then police say she ran off topless as they chased her for 12 blocks before arresting her. She's facing several charges, including possession of a stolen vehicle, attempting to elude a police officer, mail theft, resisting arrest, and failure to perform the duties of a driver.
TOPLE.
Into the Wilkes neighborhood, she hit a TriMet bus, injuring the driver. Police
It
say
did look
she
like
stole the
twins.
truck in the Centennial neighborhood while the carrier was out delivering mail.
I'm so relieved about this is a walking neighborhood, and there's usually people walking.
Somebody needs to clean off the freaking sidewalk then, for God's sakes.
This is a walk. Sorry, Mary, that sucks. By the way, this is a walking neighborhood, and people walk here. They
This
can't.
is
can't
a
make-
walking neighborhood. Look how safe that looks.
Look at the graffiti on the side of it.
It's a walking neighborhood.
It's for people that have those R-word fantasies. It's a great little neighborhood for you to go out at night. And
How beautiful this is.
you get anybody got a can of spray paint? I'm gonna draw a big deck on the side of that apartment over there.
I got poison ivy on my foot last week.
People, cars parked here, and so
Thank you.
we escaped some serious injury.
Wait a minute. That woman's name is Cameron. Is that
Cameron Herbert. Yes.
Herbert?
Cameron Herbert.
Police
Herbert's
say
a
Munoz was not
vampire. Ain't he?
Injured. We checked.
Ooh, she's hot,
We also
baby.
found this video from 2014
You're.
when she drove through the glass front of a plaid pantry store in Southeast 82nd.
She was
Then
topless
backed up and left, hitting 2 cars.
there too.
She had no pants on for that one.
She
Now,
was
as
in
far as
a
that
convertible
situation in
car.
the plaid pantry, she was found guilty of
This
not
young
doing
girl
the
got
duties of a driver.
darker hair than me.
Run. She is due back in court on these charges.
A
and
lot
couple
of
weeks.
dye,
The
Mikey. A
post
lot of
office
dye.
says if you didn't get your mail in that area,
Stuff.
give them a call. They're still trying to get all that mail delivered. Live in downtown Portland, Lisa Balick, Point 6 News.
Cameron. A lady named Cameron.
Like Dixie. Goes
News
before-
tonight, we're getting a look at a bizarre break-in at a Houston car dealership, and it was caught on camera.
What are we
The
doing?
owner of the Texas Trust Auto Sales.
Wait a minute. This is fake. This has got to be fake. This has got to be fake. There's no way this is real. No way.
The way she just posts it there, it's great. I love it.
I can see that again.
Yeah.
What the hell just happened here?
Owner of the Texas Trust Auto Sales shared the surveillance video with us showing what happened early Monday morning. Shows a woman there using a sledgehammer to break through a wall into the office. With
Great dismount, by the way.
Cameras capturing her vandalizing several cars.
Oh, hey now.
Others by
She took her
smashing the windshield.
Hey now.
And she wasn't done yet. HPD tells us she eventually manages to steal one of the cars and take off. They're still looking for this woman as well as the car. If you happen to recognize her,
All right, that's
call
one of my
Crime
favorite
Stoppers
news stories from quite a while.
222 TI.
TS.
It was a bizarre scene in Brooklyn tonight after police say a woman hopped in a postal truck and then took off.
Officers ended the woman's wild ride, but not before they say she did a lot of damage. CBS 2's Corey James is in Bed-Stuy tonight.
And this all started about a mile away at Patchen Avenue at around.
Well, really nice mask, dude. Looking good. Yeah.
Are those abandoned grills?
Let them on a chase while crashing into multiple cars.
What the hell are they? Yeah, what is that? Big giant drum.
Grills right here.
What is they're 55-gallon drums, ain't they?
Yeah. Just abandoning them right here.
Girl, she's a highway.
Oh, that's a big one too.
It was pure chaos.
Why you don't like listening to the news like this,
racing towards a 21-year-old woman ramming a stolen USPS truck into about a dozen parked cars.
Right in front of
Video showing
Dickies.
One officer banging on the side of the truck. Another officer jumps on a patrol car as the suspect tries taking off.
Look at this move.
What that truck did to him for him to beat the shit out of it with that
quickly
thing.
moved in to get her. Footage capturing the moment this officer opened the door, pulling the woman
Well,
out.
he did remove her from the vehicle.
Run away. Newton Pottinger shocked.
The officers had their guns out, and then they came. When they stopped, they came around and they looked on the They came around to the side where the driver was. That's on the sidewalk. I told her to open the door, and then they told her to put her hands up in the air.
Like you just don't care.
There they are. One of the multiple vehicles.
Anybody have any clue what the hell those drums are like that?
They're grills. They got to be, right?
Well, they don't look cut. That's why I say that, like there would be. Well, no, yeah, there's a handle right there. There's a handle.
Yeah.
You're right. Right there.
Yeah.
It's got to be what it is.
That were hit.
When I got hit, I looked in my rear view and there's a mail truck behind me. So I'm like, do I gotta chase them? And then I see the cops and I'm like, oh, they're chasing him.
A startling pursuit that had people standing outside on a wet and cold night watching it all unfold. And here you could see some of the debris left behind from the cars that were hit during that pursuit. Now, the USPS inside the truck was secured and that the USPS driver was not injured. At this time, investigators
They just leave them on the side of the road all night?
of stealing that mail truck are still pending.
Nobody's gonna steal them because they're dirty, Creed. Nobody wants to take them home and have to clean them.
There's bodies in them.
And this morning, we're getting a look at a woman who Cottonwood police say led law enforcement agencies on a chase. Police say there were several calls about somebody driving very erratically around Sedona, and then officers failed to stop her, so they called Cottonwood PD for help. After several attempts to get the driver to pull over, Clarkdale police finally managed to get Laura Duffy to stop by doing a pit maneuver.
Oh, feel better, Janice.
Right
Hang in there.
there. We're told the 74-year-old lady from New York driver's license is revoked.
Oh.
74.
And she even tried backing into a police car before she was.
Oh, 6.
I would-
That would be 24/7 probably in Manhattan. Nothing ever stops there. Sorry, I just hit the
Mother
wrong-
4 body discovered in Phoenix.
Eventually arrested.
So many things wrong with that
Boy,
story.
yeah.
Not in a 55-gallon drum. I'm sorry. I dig a hole.
We
and
begin Channel 3 Eyewitnesses.
put branches over it and stuff like a normal.
We have pig cookers around here. We take it seriously.
I thought you put them in pits in the sand of the beach.
At noon with breaking news. I'm Kara Sundlin. Police have arrested the woman who was caught on camera screaming at a local sailor, accusing him of not being a real
Sailor?
service member. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Mike Savino is live now from the Berlin Police Department. And Mike, what have you learned about this woman?
Well, Kara, first we learned that police were able to identify
Do you have to
Lori
think about that for a
Desjardins
second?
thanks to tips from the public and one of their own officers being familiar with her. Now, according to the affidavit, that
She's a troublemaker. They know who she is.
I think he just called her a whore without saying that, right?
Desjardins did acknowledge hitting the sailor, Sean Milton Jr. According to the affidavit, she also says she was not in her right frame of mind at the time because of some ongoing mental health issues and a problem with alcohol. Now, police began their investigation Sunday morning when Milton came to the station to report that a woman that they did not know had hit Nolte late Saturday night. They said that they were at a Berlin pizza parlor that the woman came up and confronted Nolte, who was in his uniform, saying that he was fake, that he was not an actual service member. And during that altercation, she slapped him with an open hand. Now, police investigation got surveillance video from the pizza parlor that they put out. They also
could have been a rental,
because another video had gone viral on social media, people identifying the woman as Desjardins. And as I mentioned, an officer was familiar with Desjardins, having responded to her home previously in Southington. Now, Desjardins was charged today with second-degree breach of peace. She was released after her arrest, and she's due in court in New Britain Superior Court on Thursday. We'll have more on this coming up on Eyewitness News this evening. For now, live from Berlin, Mike Savino, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Thanks, Mike.
She was a former vet, maybe. I don't know why she attacking the guy, because she thought he was stolen valor, I guess, huh? What's up?
Woman is in custody this morning after allegedly leading authorities on a very high-speed chase all the way from Montgomery County to Lexington yesterday. LEX 18's Claire Kopsky joins us now with details on this story, new on Sunrise.
Chris, good morning. The chase started yesterday afternoon here at the Walmart parking lot in Mount Sterling at about 3:30 and ended about 45 minutes later at the split at
45-minute fight in the Walmart parking lot. Did they not have cops there? Or?
Creed, they wanted it was last man standing match. Best 3 out of 4
and
fall.
I-75 in Lexington. Jail officials tell us that police 30-year-old Tiffany Watkins here in the Walmart parking lot in Mount Sterling for a
How old?
When she took off down Interstate 4. They say she changed lanes erratically at speeds of more than 100 miles per hour, and she even used the emergency lane to pass cars. Once at the split in Lexington, Watkins went from the westbound lane into the eastbound lane and drove the wrong way before coming to a stop. Police say when they got to her at the split, she was speaking with slurred speech. Thankfully, we're told no one was hurt.
She didn't have no damn teeth.
Held at the Montgomery County Jail and now faces charges of wanton endangerment, resisting arrest, and DUI. Covering the news in Montgomery County from the LEX 18 mobile newsroom. Chris, back to you.
Hello, Bob and Donna.
Bob and Donna.
That's a cutie, I know.
Shaking man. All right, Creed, pause this for just 1 sec.
Paused.
So we're in China. This lady got in a fight with her husband.
At the Walmart?
No, this was in China. And he left the house.
Where was it at again?
China. And she decided she was going to take the kids and go chase them down. Angie, good to see you. Going to go chase them down. Well, the only problem was she started chasing a car he wasn't in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we'll let it play from here. And there's a lot of words and stuff I enjoy reading.
China.
It's China. The ninth wonder of the world.
Hello, Val.
Val.
Always a pleasure.
Now she's got a car full of kids, too, by the way.
China.
Oh! Airborne.
I think we flipped.
Yeah.
Near the Circle K. Chinese version.
She called her husband on the phone while looking for him. Are there no lanes in China?
Are they watching porn inside the car? So.
Yes, they're watching Emmanuel 3.
Debbie, back up about 3 minutes ago.
We said hello. That was her husband on the side of the road, by the way.
Sarge, I believe.
And the kids are telling her, he got out of the car, Mom. Boom. Pit maneuver.
I believe she had the GPS on as well.
You're going to crash. I repeat, you're going to crash. No one was hurt.
That's a bad wreck, though.
Yeah. Wild woman just getting crazy like that. Easy does it.
All right, that's an outburst at a local bank ends in a bizarre robbery. This is in Gwinnett County.
Good way to get
Developing today,
shot.
police still looking for the woman who they say walked off with stacks of cash.
Oh.
Tori Cooper out tonight, Chase Bank in Gwinnett County with the details.
She was stacking them.
Good afternoon. Just
Stacks.
in the last couple of hours, Gwinnett County
Hey,
police
Creek.
say a woman by the name of Sarah Dia Kamel from Long Beach was caught on camera right here at this Chase Bank along Buford Drive last month, robbing the bank. Now take a look. This is a picture of her that they just shared with us. in the video that we also snagged from inside, you can see what happened on January 25th. In the video, she's seen jumping over the counter towards the bank teller, fighting with staff. Police say she eventually grabbed a pair of scissors and started waving it near the bank teller. No one was hurt, but she managed to walk right out with $750.
Oh,
understand you want to help out the company you work for, but the best thing you can do is get away from that individual. That amount of money is not worth a life. And scissors, that could be a deadly weapon.
Now, at last check, police tell us they were still looking for her. But of course, if you have any information that can help investigators track her down, make sure you contact Gwinnett Police. Reporting in Gwinnett, I'm Tori Cooper, CBS 46 News.
People want to be killed.
Over $700 there.
Your original hometown dealer.
We're going to Nye County.
Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram.
An individual by the name of Cheyenne Garnett has been arrested by the Nye County Sheriff's Office.
Hey now.
She's facing charges of 1 count of grand larceny of a motor vehicle and 1 count of robbery. According to the declaration of arrest on July 12th, deputies were dispatched to the area of Old West Road and Highway 372 here in Pahrump in reference to an alleged robbery.
That is a butterfly, right?
Come, my lady. Come, my lady. You're my butterfly. Sugar.
Upon arrival, they made contact with a male who said that he gave an individual by the name of Cheyenne Garnett a ride home in his brown color GMC Canyon. He said at that time, Cheyenne pushed him out of the truck and proceeded to get in the driver's seat. And officers say that they found the truck driving on Old West at a high rate of speed a short time later after this incident was reported. The individual says that the vehicle was registered to his grandmother who had
staring into our eyes.
She is really just got those eyes. I mean, maybe that's how she pushed the guy out of the truck, just by looking at him.
She didn't even say a word. She opened up the door and she looked at him. He was like, okay, go ahead.
Had moved to Arkansas a year ago and left the truck. He also states that he had been living out of the vehicle and positively identified Cheyenne via her booking photo. Cheyenne Garnett was arrested and transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
A sad situation in Petaluma. Police were called out to Windsor Drive this morning to check out. You see, actually, the deliveries piled up there on her front.
Oh my God!
Her body was found in the living room by officers. They also found another woman claiming to be her daughter. According to police, the woman said her mother died over a year ago from natural causes. Neither woman is being identified at this time.
Well, who's been?
Whoa! Who's been ordering all them packages?
Yeah, why is there that many? Like over a year ago?
Like auto shipments or something? That's a lot of stuff.
That's weird.
Mom is dead.
Over a year.
Damn it, Mom.
What's she doing? Walking the line?
Yeah.
She might be drunk. Whoa.
Oh, look at that. Great save, Creed.
Oh, she is on a balance beam. Dancing. Dancing.
Look at her go. She's trying to seduce the officer, I think.
Is that it?
She's trying to get in her pants.
She's doing everything except for walk the line. I know that.
She's like, did you see those moves? Obviously, I'm sober.
You sound like, oh my God, you sound like my ballet coach.
The drunk ballerina.
Yes, that giant female cop has a boner.
She back. Look at her doing it again.
Yes, she is. I mean, she's doing a good job. I'll give her that.
That's when you whip out $1 and you're like,
I would just sit there and let that happen all night. I'm sorry.
She's trying to dance the alcohol out of her system. Swan Lake, everybody. She trying to have a dance off with the officer? Like,
the officer just started dancing.
Do not pull away. You understand?
Don't pull away from me.
I was gonna beat your ass, girl.
Unless you want a beating, I suggest you stand still. Dance your ass into the back of that car.
Oh, God.
Is she all right? Oh, God. Oh, God.
Well, the last time I saw a pair of jugs that big, 2 hillbillies were blowing on them.
Booby, 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 I like pursuit. They've got 2 helicopters over the top of it. And you can see the
Creed, we missed this chase the other night, and I don't know how we missed it.
Well, it was probably late at night.
I'm guessing sleep had taken over us.
It was so late that they got London Stew to do it.
People inside the vehicle.
Yeah, who is this guy? I've never heard this guy before.
I don't know.
He's coming right towards us, Dylan. Oh, sorry. It's out at 9 o'clock.
She should. She really should be.
And there you get a good shot of the LAPD helicopter over the top of him.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen this one yet.
Stolen car? That's kind of weird.
So once again, this code 37 vehicle. For anyone who doesn't know, that's LAPD code for a stolen vehicle. Obviously, showing no signs of wanting to stop, so the indications are that the vehicle is stolen.
Wait, is he Australian?
Maybe.
Australian.
I mean, I can't pin down the dialect yet.
I hear it now.
So northbound on Vermont now.
I mean, if he had started out, like he should have properly, we'd have known who he was.
What's going on, mate? We're quite close to one
David Scott.
Have slowed down a little to get a bit of distance between. Obviously, they have to slow down between when they come to the intersections for the red lights. Whereas,
well, with that, I better go check the traffic and weather together.
Go right ahead.
We ran a few red lights that we've seen.
While Creed's gone, I would like to remind everyone, please take a second. Slap a like on this video. While I scroll down to where you guys are, I'm still back up here where Cheryl couldn't send super chats. My God, she's hauling ass. She's doing 150 at one point. There's 1,012 comments I'm having to scroll through. Please allow me a moment. Thank you. Laugh out loud. Hypnotizing. Oh, no, we're still talking about the woman from Nye County.
Almost 90 mile an hour there on just regular streets, blowing through.
Blowing.
Red signs, red lights.
Proper English. Same way with us, right? I mean, you're like, oh, proper English.
Looks. It's interesting there that must have somebody knows who that is. The person came out onto the street to film him, possibly a friend or somebody who's watching this on social media.
I really think that was definitely not a friend. That was somebody who wanted to try and shoot some video. Come on.
It's currently.
There's one of his mates just ran out into the street there. He's probably trying to talk him down. Say, hey, quit it. Cut it out, man. Oh, number 15. Is that all the likes we got? Oh, my God. Can we please make sure you like this video, for God's sakes? What are you doing?
Figueroa. He's doing a Yui there. And northbound now on Figueroa. As you can see, the LAPD airship has him pretty well lit up. The ground units have pulled back a little, obviously, possibly because of the speed that he was doing. But the airship, as Bud is watching from overhead. And just to track his speeds again, he's doing the down to the ground, cocaine. Just blew a red light.
And he is suing Reels over the police show. Really? Because it's so similar. It's exactly the same as the old one. They just changed the name. I could see that.
Yeah, just once again, you're watching Fox 11 online here. Justin O'Brien speaking, and
Justin O'Brien, Anthony. That's who it is.
Showing us the sights around LA. You can see a really nice shot there of the LAPD airship on the vehicle.
Yeah, a friend. Sure it was. Always run. Always get caught.
So the LAPD now are backing off their ground units a little to try and get this guy to cool down. He's been reaching speeds of...
If you've got to run.
So they don't want to see anybody else get hurt. Again, it's a Code 37 vehicle. This pursuit's been going on for about 20 minutes now.
I don't either. It freaked me out. Jim got me all nervous.
On Main Street.
Down on Main Street. Oh, I thought it was a Creed frame. I was about to get excited. A Creedless Creed frame.
The red light just blew through a red.
Taco Bell, everybody.
Continuing. I suppose Lissy put his brakes on there for a little bit.
There we go. That's more like it.
Oh, another red light.
No headlights. Running red lights.
Have backed off, but they're still watching from overhead.
Oh, okay. Long ago. Thank you, Jim. And remembering the patronage is needed.
He had the green light there as he
thanks, Mike.
Reaching speeds of around about 80 miles per hour on Main Street in
down on Main Street.
I got to use a good line for my my good old mate Stu Mundell here. You know, drive it like you stole it. This guy's certainly doing that.
His good mate Stu Mundell
to Sepulveda. You saw that unit there. There was actually a...
Thank you for the reminder, by the way. At the end of this, I want to go through that the article about the lawsuit, which is pretty interesting.
Again, this person was...
I like that he said, I don't want to steal a line from my good mate Stu Mundell, but she's driving it like she stole it.
Who's that thing on Creed's door? That's a...
hanging.
That's a jersey, a Cubs jersey. Baseball.
Sport.
Speeds. Yes, it's the Australian version of Stu. I like it.
Coming up to the freeway entrance. This is the 110 freeway.
By the way, if you're a fan of Stu, Stu's been a guest on our show twice now.
Yeah, it's on the channel. Go watch it.
This is northbound 110 freeway. Thanks, Dylan.
You need
you
the
may hear me
views.
speak occasionally.
For God's sakes, do something.
I'm actually talking to the pilot. And this vehicle now...
I've never understood the whole turning out your headlights.
Towards Los Angeles.
Yeah, if anything, that gives you a disadvantage, really. I mean, from the sky, that it's not like they're going to lose you.
Yeah. It's not like you're driving into like total darkness of unpenetrable darkness that that's going to give you some sort of advantage.
Taking the exit here.
Miss Anonymous, no, this unfortunately is not live, but we are. So we just shouted you out.
Yeah. No, Val, you came in late. No, I never have. I said that right at the beginning. I've never been a physical altercation. Maybe a little pushing. Does that count? Or do you got to throw a punch to really be a fight?
Oh, you got to throw a couple punches. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I took a couple of ass whoopings. That happens.
Mr. Nine?
Won a few. Don't need to brag.
Vehicles are close by now.
God rides a Harley. Always a pleasure.
Wow, a whole bunch of big names coming in late. Good to see everybody, though.
Freeway. Yep. Yes, back onto the 110 freeway heading north.
So are you admitting that you may or may not have been in one, or...
And if you have, and you may or may not send it to us,
let us know.
I'd love to watch it.
For sure.
Yeah, not having your headlights is, it's a real disadvantage for you.
The driver and a passenger in the front
New Zealand accent.
Possibly.
No way.
In the back, we can certainly see
New Zealand.
in the passenger seat wearing a white.
Good.
T-shirt.
I've been wrong 3 times then.
This appears to be a
I would never, you know, you hear people that are in like England and Australia and places like Ireland, Scotland. They're like, oh, he's got a such and such region. You know, they break it down by.
Oh yeah, like the dialect. Yeah, different dialect from different. Yeah.
I think he may have run out of gas.
That always went that way with like the 5 boroughs of Manhattan. You know, like somebody from Brooklyn speaks completely different than somebody from, say, like Manhattan.
Yeah, I could.
Just south of Torrance.
Oh, now we're gonna put the big light on.
Hello, Dick Harris.
Dick, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, Rich, this is your dad.
LAPD units here. You see
Don't say I love you, bub.
Good to see you, bub.
Airship.
We got to stop, honey. Stop the car first.
Breaking news.
He's wearing shorts.
Very descriptive today.
Chugging along a little. Hands in the air. Looks like it.
Wave him around like you just don't care. Just waiting for it. That they ran out of brake juice.
She's gonna start pushing it with the foot. Creed, I just got word in my cans. Breaking news: Meatloaf has died.
Throwing the keys on the roof.
Meatloaf, everybody.
Cigarette in the left hand there. Talking.
Mr. 9 says thanks for unbanning me. I hate to break it to you, but I don't think you were banned.
If you were, I did unban a few people.
Oh well, maybe.
I was all about second chances and love making. Not in that order.
What he means is if you get a second chance, you got to make love to Mikey.
Well, yeah.
Person hasn't moved.
Just saying.
So the
even when you're going down the highway like that, God rides on.
This code 37.
Oh my God.
Poor me.
To have run out of gas. Just at the Torrance
National Treasure
exit on the 110 freeway.
Yes.
Female there.
She wearing shorts. I mean, those are some very short shorts.
The officers walking back.
Her ass is eating them.
Hands in the air.
Yeah.
The passenger
bring the room down.
The main concern is to get the driver here, and you can see guns are officers have their
pew pews, dude.
But also
Jesus,
on the top of the frame,
right.
you can see that they're keeping an eye on the passenger, who's
Oh, Joe Rogan. Wow, they're dropping like flies now.
Breaking news.
the female driver there.
It's all those
eyes on her too.
It's all those weird meds that Joe's taking for Corona.
Finally caught up to him. All the weed.
Laying down.
Hey, who's that guy?
Cuffing him.
That's just a random guy they're arresting for fun. What happened?
He's got on skinny jeans though. For being a big guy, that's not a good look.
Yeah. Oh, this guy's got a paintball gun or something.
On lethal round there. It's the green yellow colored weapon, and
he coming all hard on her.
Do you think he's wearing a thong? I had a pretty good chance. I think.
I mean, is it necessary to teabag her like that? I mean,
they just called.
Yeah.
So they certainly got.
All right.
Both these suspects in custody. Yeah. Once again, this happening out here on the 110 freeway.
Whoa, Black Betty. Mikey the pole.
Oh, Black Betty. Mikey, there's a poll. That's right. I asked you guys, have you ever been in a fight? A lot of people haven't, Creed. It's not a...
Including myself.
Yeah, so you were the inspiration for this because I was thinking about yesterday how you couldn't remember who you had ever kissed before, your very first kiss. You couldn't remember. Well, maybe he can't remember if he's ever...
I don't go for Lisa. Is that real? Is that a real... Didn't that look like a fake...
Oh, Black Betty rambling. That's a big spider. It's a big bitch. Over here on the illustrious Chase Only channel, we got a Chase. 79% of you said yes, you had been in a fight. You've been in enough gold scuffle, a brouhaha, a Donnybrook. You showed them how you could use these hands.
A Donnybrook? What the hell is that?
Google it. As well as over here. I mean, I can't make these numbers up.
Okay, I was gonna say because I was almost like too perfect. That spider.
77% of you over here said, "Yeah, you got these hands before." That's the way it is. So yeah, I'd say 75 to 80% of you have all been in a fight. I like it.
By the way, the original was great, but Spiderbait, a rock band named Spiderbait, probably a lot of you don't even know, did a newer rock version of Black Betty. It was very good, by the way. And thank you to CWA. I completely forgot about this. He sent me over this article from Variety. I was on in a Facebook group today, which has been kind of popping with this information coming out today, which is pretty interesting. But the Facebook group that has been the big live PD group forever,
right?
Changed the name. And it is filed in the lawsuit about the name change, which I thought was very weird because I don't know where they're going with that. Like it was called A&E Live PD something group. Now it's Reels on Patrol Live. Anyways, I don't know what that has to do, but listen, I'm just going to say we'll peruse through this a little bit real quick, but this looks like to me super jealousy to me. A lot. I just need to want to remind my wife very quick that every day at 4:05 East, we do a show on YouTube called We Gotta Chase.
Oh, Black Betty, rambling. Oh, Black Betty, rambling. Black Betty had a child, rambling. Damn thing gone wild, rambling. Oh, rambling.
I was wondering if that thing was still around. Anyways, you can read the article. It just comes off to me as like, whoa, wait a minute. All right, so Live on Patrol comes out, which it is. It's a direct copy. It'd be the same thing as. I mean, it's of course it is. You got rid of it. You're done with it. It's crazy, and I didn't realize that you could hold. They're saying that it's copyright infringement between.
How?
I don't know. They'd say even some catchphrases. Even catchphrases. A&E dropped it. I'm sorry. You dropped it. You never brought it back. Dan Abrams wanted it.
What do they own? Like, I mean, once it's gone, you get rid of it. You don't want it anymore. You own the old episodes of it, but they don't continue to own the intellectual property of doing that kind of thing.
Yeah, that would be like what we used to do with the radio show, and then we get hired on another radio station and go do that thing. I mean, that was ours. I don't know. It's weird. It'll be interesting to see how this comes out. In the lawsuit, A&E argues that On Patrol Live copies nearly every aspect of its own show's format, which is good. I'm glad that it is as close that it is. A lot of idiots, a lot of morons in the group, though, committed to it ain't the same because they do add
the same.
But they do the only difference that I notice is, first of all, there's only 8, maybe 9 total,
departments.
Right. And the only other thing is that they're a little more sensitive about a few things and try to push the education aspect just a little bit, not to the point where it's annoying.
Well, that's because of the whole, reason that A&E got rid of them in the first place was the climate of what was going on.
Okay, but that was the excuse, though. I don't believe that. And if you read a lot of articles, seen a lot of articles and interviews with Dan Abrams, he has kind of sort of admitted without admitting it that the lawsuit over the tapes that were destroyed or that just went missing during the live PD time of something that they had that never made it to air or anything. It's just something that they owned that was in a lawsuit. They got destroyed and they were taken away. They were gone. And that was a big deal. That was a big money lawsuit. And a lot of people read through the lines, and Dan kind of sort of said that was really the reason why. But so they're saying even with the specific catchphrases, the real show even occupies Live PD's old time slot. The lawyers argue that the new show is infringing on its copyright to Live PD. The complaint states that A&E suspended production of the new episodes amid the George Floyd protests, during a critical time. Well, guess what? That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. Oh.
Here we are now,
Look, Creed, I don't know if you read it, but from now on, I have to insist that we do not put any pictures of Jason Momoa up while either one of us is on the screen. I mean, we look bad enough, but when you put Jason Momoa over on the corner there, it makes us look like smeared dog shit. I mean, we really got to be careful what we're putting up there. I mean, come
on. Anyways, do you think that A&E, do you think that A&E thought that they would relaunch this and get quite a few weeks until football started? Quite a few weeks at number one. Like, if you look at this week's ratings, I think they were fifth or sixth in that coveted time slot that
Right.
everybody cares about, right? But the first three is like football, and then something big, and then them, basically. But I mean, the first few weeks has been number one. And is it possible that fucking stupid that they didn't think that it would come back and it'd be huge?
Look, here's the thing. What if it came out and it just tanked? It was a complete failure. Nobody watched it. Nothing happened. They had none but technical issues. Nothing. Do you think A&E still would have done this? I don't think so. I think they've got a hurt back from the really bad court show they tried to put on in that time slot. They did. They
tried to go after him with that thing. That was supposed to be their big, way to take some away. I agree with you on that. I do. I also have enough common sense to know that I'm not the only one that have a semi fascination with the show, right? When it used to be on with Live PD, there was a lot of people that had, that were really big fans. I mean, bingo, there's bingo cards on Reddit every week. There's, what I mean? Like, it's just so much to it. In this Variety article, they do show the documents 1 through 48. That is the whole lawsuit. You can go in and read it. Like I said, there is a section in there, which I think is so weird about them bringing up that Facebook group. I think is so odd. They talk about the name change.
I think, look, this is what I think about that, Creed. It would be like one of us turning around and say we have a huge following, and it says, say Bishop left. It says Creed's and Bishop show. And then I come in and me and you start doing something, and then we go and we just take the Credence and Bishop show page that was dedicated to that and say, well, you know what? Go ahead and change that because, people change it because now they've become confused and think it's the same product.
Okay, but
that's what they're saying.
But they didn't own that, but they had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but they're saying that's what the confusion is. People think it's the same thing, and it's not. And they're proving the point that it is the same thing because they just renamed the group. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
Here it is, right here, number 50. On Facebook, for an example, an admin changed the name of a fan group with nearly 137,000 members devoted to A&E Live PD to Reels on Patrol Live with the icon. That is Live PD. Yes. Do you think that they have that like copyrighted or patented? You know what I mean?
I think they think that they're going to prove the point that everybody, it's so similar. I think that's the similarity. That's why they're saying, well, look, they even changed the Live PD thing to this because it is exactly the same show. That's why they're able to just change it and not miss a beat because you're just rehashing the exact same thing we own the rights to.
They did also apparently just before it launched, they sent some cease and desist, which I didn't realize. That just came out that they had sent some C&Ds about it, but that's the entire. I like where you can see. I mean, yeah, it is, but I mean, there's a lot of it's very close. Very.
They didn't reinvent the wheel; they just redid it.
Oh my God, this is it. Come on, get out of here. And yes, this is
I mean,
they've
got a point. They do have
Tom
a point.
Morris Jr. right there, and then there's what's his name from that's out there now, Curtis.
I mean, it's the same thing.
I mean, by the way, I like the new set a little bit more.
It's a little more. You can see more of their feet.
Well, the thing that I like is that they have these giant screens behind it, and like there'll be like cops behind it or people getting arrested and things going on behind them that you can watch. Anyways, I actually look forward to reading through almost all of this. This is one thing that I will take a look at and probably read through all 48 pages of. But
okay, well, here's my question, Creed. Big pockets, A&E, deep pockets. They're owned by whoever owns that. Disney.
Yeah. Once you break it down,
so here's the thing. Reels does not have deep pockets. Reels does not have an opportunity. If there's any chance they're going to lose, Reels will have to back down. Have to, or they'll go bankrupt.
Or they know some people that could take on this, or it's possible that this also lands under one of these things where somebody big might step up and say, "Oh no, A&E, you ain't pulling that kind of shit," because this falls under that. Remember that thing with what's his name that talks, Charlie there that talks like this, who had brought up a few of these different ones where the YouTubers go after somebody, or you go back to the H3H3 thing,
right.
Because this could be a pretty monumental thing to where,
like a landmark decision.
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty interesting. I can tell you right now, I would follow this and see where it goes. I do look forward to reading this because maybe kind of don't have a leg to stand on. But I mean, can you say that everything that we do on this show that we've done, Captain Happy, I don't think that that's real, to be honest with you. I could be wrong. I read some stuff about that. And I think that he mentioned something, but there's like no actual information about it. And that would be really weird if he did, because again,
I was going to say, what kind of negotiating can he do?
Yeah, I don't know. That was just kind of weird. But we'll give Bob Fletcher credit, when he was kind of the first one, if I'm not mistaken, he was the first one to jump on there kind of as a alternative to live PD being on. So it would be kind of neat if he made his way on there. I think you'd never see him ever, because again, I don't ever see anything happening, but yeah. See, and I think that I think that there will be some, I just have a feeling that Dan Abrams has taken the high road and really kept his mouth shut. And I think that there's a lot of shady shit that happened behind the scenes with the end of it. Well, Black Betty, I don't know why you miss it, because it's back on for like 6 weeks now. So,
and it's the exact same thing, but don't tell A&E.
That's what we're talking about.
Don't tell A&E.
But you're right. It'll be it all falls down. I don't know. It's a weird one. What the hell do I know? Because we're not lawyers like that, obviously. But it is. It's an exact copy. Thank God. I'm glad it is. And how long does something lay dead until you know what I mean? Like,
how long before somebody has the ability to do the same concept? I mean, it's a concept.
Yeah, Anthony, they are.
Here's the thing, man.
They don't to us, thank God, Kay. They've been very nice to us. I don't know why.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Not one.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood until today. No, but I've always been you guys know I've always been a big fan of that. I think of the last time I even watched A&E after they did that stupid shit. You take the number one show off, and then you get then you get pissy about it. It's so stupid. That'd be like us getting fired from the radio station and going do the same show somewhere else and like, oh hell no. Who the fuck are you? I don't know. It's weird.
It's all going to come down to legal mumbo jumbo.
All right, and that is a very great point. So between the switch of any of the late night shows, did they basically take their show with them, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
you own the intellectual property, but how much of that do you own? I mean, again, like I said, it's going to come down to the paperwork and the wording. When all the ink dries up on those contracts they had done, that's what's going to run down to.
So I'm starting to see why Mr. Nine was lots of
Mr. Nine.
I don't know if anybody's having a conversation with you, Mr. Nine, but
no, he's talking to himself again.
I think so, yeah.
He was drunk as a skunk.
But yeah, does anybody know? I don't think that the Tonight shows or any of that stuff really changed that much. That's a perfect example, though, of what's going on.
It went from being, what was it when it was over there? I mean, the name alone basically was the only thing changed. It was Late Night with David Letterman and changed to something
All
else.
right.
Well, something else.
Well, the wrestling stuff that is on lockdown about as much, and I do know that a lot of them have had to change their character, if you will, and storylines and such.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that falls under that person being a celebrity.
Well, you got to remember, a lot of times those guys they own your name, they own your gimmicks, they own.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm wondering is like does and who owns that Big Fish Entertainment? I think it's called.
I don't think A&E would have brought this lawsuit if they didn't think they could win.
I agree, but I think that if Reels somehow figures it out, I think that they can go after this to an extent. It'd be very interesting to see how it plays out. It really will. Yeah, it's definitely the agreement when Conan left NBC, he couldn't take some of his the bits. I get that. No, I understand. I can.
The writers made those. I mean, it's not like Conan with them.
Yeah. No, I can understand that. Now, I do have some friends in the radio business that were very, very, we'll say hungry back in the day and wanted to get as far up the food chain as they could. And they basically gave away their entire library, like things that they came up with were completely owned by the people that they worked for. I know that's a very common thing. But with this, I can't see Dan Abrams going in there and like writing out no compete contract. He's never going to do any other cop show. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to do anything like that again. I don't see how that. You got to stop barking at the neighbors. It's so stupid. It's the same vehicle every day, multiple times. Go lay on your air conditioner. Yeah. So again, just be very interesting with that. But the overall, so yeah, certain bits, I'm sure some of the bigger bits and stuff, but for the most part, though, I don't think there was a huge change, right? I don't think.
Yeah, I remember the writers come up with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? The writers came up with that stuff. The writers work for the network. They don't work for David Letterman. So any of those people,
I never found him.
Again, Jay Leno didn't write any of that shit. He just read it. No matter what you thought he said was funny.
You know what though? I would imagine now. I'm sure. Yeah, Jay Leno. Now Carson, I think, had a lot to do with his own stuff because he was a narcissist. I feel.
No, he's
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I'm sure there was lots written. There was lots of it, but I'm saying I feel as if him and well, no, Jay Leno. I can see everything written. Same with. There was some weird stories about the Tonight Show that they used to talk about on Howard, Letterman especially, how weird some of that stuff was. But Jimmy Fallon, I think, has a lot to do with his own shit too. I think that a lot of that is his own influence. Obviously, all written that, but I still love watching old Johnny Carson ones. By the way, it's a lot of fun. But Yeah, I was never a fan of Leno either. I just never. Thought he was
No, thank you.
And then he started showing up on what shows was that on? After he had, I think that almost his entire thing is off script. Did we get to? Was that the trip that we took that we got to get in on the tour and for the pre-show? Right?
They pulled us to the side and is like, "Hey, we're going to bring you guys in here."
Yeah.
And Jimmy Fallon and his writers are going to test jokes on you guys.
Yeah, that was really cool. So I guess we just timed it out perfect during the tour at NBC Studios. And yeah, we kind of got pulled off to the side and we went in, we sat in the things.
He went through the monologue. All the writers were sitting on the head writers were sitting on the couch. They went through the monologue and then they went through a couple of bits.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Thanks, you guys for," and all they wanted was for us to sit there and either laugh or not laugh.
Yeah, that was neat. We also, one of the really cool things is walking through the set of Saturday Night Live and realizing how small the studio audience is and how small that area is. It's crazy.
The area where people sit on the floor is just a few rows deep and very small.
I liked Conan. I did like Conan. I didn't watch any, and I still don't. I don't watch any of those shows at all, but I watch clips every once in a while. And by the way, if you're ever on YouTube, God bless you if you accidentally ever click on like a Jimmy Fallon video or something, because your entire suggested for a month, if there's 50 suggesteds there, 49 of them is going to be the Tonight Show.
Well, that's YouTube's problem, Creed, not yours.
I don't care what your excuse is, YouTube.
No, but we've seen other casting couches, though.
Seen casting vans, casting limos, casting studios,
casting upstairs of bars. Yeah, there's House of Blue. Yeah, no, that
casting VIPs at strip clubs. It's all there.
That list is very long, and someday, hopefully, we can sit around and tell old stories. Probably. Anyways, yeah, so the A&E versus Reels thing, very interesting. Like I said, you can get this Variety article, and all 48 pages are in it. And I love the visual part of it because
it's a good read.
I think it's gonna be. I might even actually print it out so that I can read it, so I don't have to read it off the screen. But gosh, I would love if they had it on TV. Maybe Law and Crime Network. Hint, hint.
That'd be great.
That would be. Anyways, hey, thank you guys. Sorry we went a little long today, but I wanted to talk about that's a big deal with that thing, and I thought it was interesting that I don't know, just makes A&E look really shitty here. You made a dumb choice. That's
sour grapes.
Yeah, you made a dumb choice, and it is. Kay, why do you hate Law and Crime Network so much? You must tell me.
Uh-oh.
And I don't watch it a lot, so I honestly don't watch anything other than some of the clips.
I don't other than grabbing clips. That's about it.
Carol, who didn't know that scam baiting was a thing on YouTube. You'll enjoy those, Carol. Jim Browning. Just start there. Start with him.
We're watching him. Well, we're watching one of your favorite YouTubers now. He was talking about Jim Browning showing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. I like Charlie, by the way. That just bothers me. I don't know. It's very.
It's a shtick.
Is it though?
I think so. Yeah.
Is it?
I think it's a shtick as far as like intentionally doing it. It's like people again, like with people. Oh, this is the cringiest opener I've ever seen. Yes, that's the point.
Yeah.
That's like nothing we do here should be taken seriously ever.
Yeah, ever. I was like, it's so bad. There's these two that I like to watch that open up palettes and stuff, which is fine. I kind of put it on in the background, so I half-ass watch, but it's a couple. They're a little cringy because they're so new to it, but they also are like Instagram people, so they're like doing things on purpose. And it just doesn't flow with the rest of the video because they're just trying to be like that. Like the beginning of the video is like it just they have this whole intro, And then it's her. Hey, we got another Target pallet, and it's like $3,500. I can't imagine how much, you know what I mean? Like, that's the beginning of it. Like, and it's loud. It's like right in your face. But that's like how so many videos are trending. Just like everything, in order to get any views on YouTube, you have to have this in your thing. Like, why do you click on that? Does that make you click on something because somebody's surprised? I don't.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, anytime I try to be funny, mess around, put our faces up there and stuff like that.
Joke. Those
videos do better than any. So people do react to that, but it's so you can't put your face on every single thumbnail. You just can't. It's too much.
That's those from Australia. Okay. Did I miss
tons of Australians here today?
Okay, I'm genuinely assholes and dick mods. Okay, so you're talking about like the chat then?
Oh, you go to their chat.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't blame them for the chat. I mean,
that'd be like people coming in here and blaming us for some of you guys. I mean, come on. Even though they do and send me messages nonstop.
Yeah, see, I listen every chat. That's why I don't talk to a lot of people. And in the chat, I can imagine it's gonna be.
There's a reason the lurkers stay lurkers.
Yeah, I've been in a lot of places. No, I don't think so. Let me know if there is.
Call 911 if you see anybody.
Is it a ghost? The cats. I gotta tell you something real quick. And I knew today's gonna be shitty because it's gonna be a while till Emily gets back. Cats had the last of their food today, this morning. Put it in the bowl.
Oh.
They get fed in the morning and at night. Just a half cup for 3 of them. Plenty of food, but they like to snack all day, and they don't overdo it. They go and they just a couple of pieces. Go about their day in between their naps and everything. When I went over to the gas station, by the way, great deal today. This Mountain Dew, 2 20-ounce Mountain Dews for later, and 2 hot dogs, $5.
Oh, what a deal!
It was $8.86 until I run the rewards card, and it's $5. Anyways, while I was gone, Coda went and she just one swoop to the 3 bowls, and it's cleaned out. So now for the last few hours, I've got one cat over here that's just staring at me. Colty is laying. Can you see his ass?
Yeah.
Laying on a box here with his ass to me. That's how you know he's mad. You see it? That's his ass. And they just hang around until I move. As soon as I start walking, they both will run into the kitchen because the food's empty. Like they're not ever going to get fed again. It's so annoying. They're right at my feet the entire time. Anyways.
Tomorrow's Thirsty Thursday, by the way. Oh, we knew this place was haunted. We could see it. We've seen it several times.
I'm telling you, you guys have seen the cat move. And there's some shadow stuff happening because the cat's over here cleaning himself and staring at me. Peace to the love, peace to the love. Anyways, it has been fun. Geo, the show starts at 4:05 East every day. It is now
every day
5:30.
Oh my God. What have we done?
I don't know. We need to leave. Nice catching up with everybody. Sorry, I did want to read that about the Annie thing's pretty interesting. It's news that came out today, and so it'll be interesting to keep up with that.
Keep an eye on it. Great, guys. If you haven't already liked this video, please do so. We would love it if you would. Subscribe, and we're looking now to see how many members we can get this week. That's right. This week, right now, a special is being run, Creed. I don't know if you heard about this.
No.
You can join and become a member over on the Creed and Bishop Show YouTube page for as little as, hold on to your hats, $3, Creed. That's
for
right.
This week only until next week.
$3.
For reals, though, on Friday for our members only, we're going to have fun. I do have one thing planned. Like I said, it's a 16-minute raw video of an attraction that was opened and shut down in one day. It was pretty fun to watch and see why. I gave Mikey just one little taste of it. It was probably 30 seconds of the video.
Pretty sure I saw someone die today. I'm not sure. But
okay, I get that. I mean, there's a lot of chats, though, that are that way.
99% of them.
I mean, that's, and we say this kind of stuff all the time, and maybe some of you don't believe us, or, we always say we'd do it without you. I can tell you guys right now, if the chat wasn't how it is, since day one with our channel, with how much interaction you guys are, you got your own thing going on. You guys get a lot of jokes. You guys make us laugh so much. If this chat was like everybody else's chat, I don't think we would have ever stuck with it to where we're at. And that's how big of a thing the chat is to us. I mean, that is always fun and good. And the no politics thing, I personally, we've said this a million times too, and Mikey's the same way. We don't even sit around and talk politics between each other.
No.
Maybe make a joke here and there, that's fine. But I don't know. That's just how we are. And we're very good about talking about food. You're absolutely right.
Muy bien.
All right.
All right, guys. We're going to leave. Have a nice day. We'll see you tomorrow starting at noon for Voyage. Will Mad Cave be back? Will he be in second place? Anything is possible. Make sure you check that out. Got court at 1 p.m. Eastern. We got a case. And, of course, 4:05. We got a chase. See you then, kids. Bye-bye.
Testing. 1. Just do what I tell you.
Bye. Oh, she's a hottie.
Sexy.